Siri_bot is here. Siribo arrive.
Much still at its point. It's so fucked.
Oh, it's time. We're missing assistant. Let me add mention assistant. Cool, we got everyone. Okay, welcome to week 2, and so can everyone see my screen? Good?
Yep.
Okay. So there's one thing about so IC mentioned in one of his stream that he recommended this efficiency trainer, which I don't like. I think it's completely useless. I think it might does the contrary, because efficiency is not only about tile acceptance, it's also about Yaku. So please don't use the efficiency trainer he recommended. But the scoring trainer Monica sent is actually very good. Counting Fu and counting Han is very important. So please use that, and learn efficiency only through the exercise I provided. So the first thing I want to do is there are 4 exercises that people made the most mistakes last week. I want to just verify whether you have corrected these mistakes. So if everyone got those correct, then next week we won't do this anymore. Okay, so let's randomize for numbers for this problem. Assistant, what would you cut? Let me open the chat because I know you won't. You'll be typing. Okay, very good. For number 7, Moth. Can you hear me okay, Moth?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, to be honest. Do you cut 2-pin?
One more chance.
Oh wait, you cut like 8. Wait, you cut like 8-pin probably.
Yes.
So you get to wait for 2 different ones. Yeah, sure.
No, it's not 2 different. It's 3 different still.
Yeah.
If you cut AP, the weight is 3, 4, 7, not just 4, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 14, Vivi.
Oh man, I think I got this one wrong.
Yeah.
But then again, I got a lot of them wrong. I think it was getting rid of the 1P because the amount of upgrades you can make to the shape was the worst. You can draw into a lot of different things if you keep the... Sorry, I can hear myself in... Sorry, let me just mute your stream so I don't hear myself in the... in your stream. Sorry, okay, now that's a lot better. Sorry, I could hear myself and I could hear the echo and it was really distracting me. The 2, 3, 4, 5 5 Marge shape is really useful. You can draw into a lot of things around that. You can draw into a lot of things. Obviously, you obviously got the Force 7 saw shape that can be upgraded, and the only shape that doesn't really upgrade is the 2p. Well, if you draw around like the like if you draw the 4p or like the 6p, you can still like upgrade your shapes even better to other different Yanmans.
Yeah. So 4p is
Something
already
like that.
tenpai, because if you cut
Yeah.
1p, 4p is already tenpai. So the only upgrade of
Yeah.
Manzu is 6p.
Yep.
Yeah, but then Manzu has a lot of upgrade. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So 16, Monica.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I said okay. I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
$5p, no?
No. One more chance.
I don't. Wait, I thought it would have been 5p because like you would sort of just maintain the shape of a 1, 3, 5, so you could have that wait for 2 or 4, while still waiting for the 1 and 4 for for the 1 or 4s.
Yeah. So this is a pattern, right? This is the A plus 2, A plus 4, BB pattern. So the thing about this pattern is that when you cut A or A plus 4, if you cut 1p or 5p, the number of acceptance is the same, right?
Yeah.
Because you're trading Kan 2p with the Shampoo. Both are 4 tiles. So why would you prefer to keep the Shampoo here instead of the Kancha? I'll give you 20 more seconds.
I don't know.
Okay, it's because of the Sun Uncle.
Okay. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll be doing this next week again, I guess. So, I mean, our Panel still have a 11-hour session in total, where 5.5 hours are spent on efficiency. So efficiency is really important. Like, I'm not saying that it's important. We're going through like one tip for like each tip takes about like 5 minutes, but the efficiency takes 5.5 hours. I can't stress more how important efficiency is. So yeah, so please review your mistakes during the week, and yeah, because efficiency is really everything. If you have good efficiency, then you have better head start chance. Then you can better utilize your knowledge of head start, because if your efficiency is bad, then you always reach it later. Then you are always defending, and that is not good for us. So yeah, so that's it for the review. I'm sending this week's link, which is publish, manage, anyone with the link. done. Publish. Shorten URL. Okay, in the chat. Let me send it in the team chat actually. Okay. Again, 20 questions. And a timer of 20 minutes. Starts now.
5 raiders from Darkslayer X_ have joined. Darkslow 47 raid, Darkslow 47 raid, Darkslow 47 raid.
Hello, Darkslayer. We're actually doing a training, like teaching Mahjong to my teammates in a IC Phoenix tournament. So yeah. They're currently doing these exercises and we're gonna review them after 10 minutes, and then we'll be covering some in-game tactics.
AHHIC, I hope it's going well.
Yeah, it's going well, thanks. Cool. I got all the responses, and let me see what are the common mistakes. I think I noticed that I got the error response of 34 wrong, so let me update that. Answer key. There we go. Okay. 26, 27, 28, which are these ones, and 34, 35, 37. 34, 35, 37, 39. Okay. I see. Okay. So these are the two major topics of this 20 questions. One of them is the shape of 28. Where if you compare 28 and 29, if you draw 4-7s first, then if you cut 2s, then you have to cut one of the 5p or 7p into a tanki, which is very bad because you don't have a yaku. But then in 29, when you have a 5 consecutive shape like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even if you draw 5ap first, you can always wait out either 3, 6 or 4, 7. Two-sided tanki, which is called the no.2 shape. So that's why in 28 we tend to cut 1 3s to fix this pair and also fix tanyao. But in 29 we'll be cutting 8s for the wider acceptance. And that's one thing. And the other thing is about this DNA shape, which is one of the example is in question 30 is this 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 9 shape. You can also call it ramen tanki. Ramen kanchan. I prefer to call it DNA because it's like the Chinese community refers to this shape with by DNA, and it's so important that you should imprint this shape into your DNA. That's why we refer to it as DNA. And also, this shape is just very commonly encountered. You will encounter this shape pretty much every other game directly, and every game indirectly, pretty much. So yeah, this shape is very important, and you will see in the exercises in a lot of time cutting redundant tile into this DNA shape will be the correct choice. That is just how strong this shape is. For example, in 32, if you know what a DNA shape is, then cutting 7p gives you that shape. And the good thing about cutting 7p is that although you lose the shampoo acceptance by breaking the 7p pair, it immediately gives you the 6p kanchan because of the DNA shape, so it doesn't lose any acceptance. And similarly in 35, if you cut AP, the rest of pins gives you a DNA shape. So although it seems like you're breaking the 7 AP ramen, you only lose this 9p because 6p is kept by this DNA kanchan because of this 357 kanchan. And also so 34 is also cutting 2m into DNA, and it's because we have one Dora. When you have one Dora, we would be prioritizing Riichi ramen. That's it's kind of the baseline. And for 36, this case is actually the only exception. When you already have the 4 and you're holding the 1 floater, you'll be keeping this 1 floater even if you have 4. And simply because when you draw 3, this shape is a DNA and it's too strong. So 1 is more useful than the 9, even if you have the 4. And what else? 37. Yeah, 37 is a pattern. When you have 3 consecutive pairs separated by 1, like 4, 6, 8 pairs, when you don't have the fourth pair, cutting 6s is the best. Breaking the middle tower is the middle pair is the best, because by breaking the middle pair, it gives you kanchon on both sides. It gives you both 5s and 7s kanchon, and also the shampoo of 4s, 8s is preserved. Whereas if you break 4 or 8s, it only gives you one side of the kanchon. But if you have a fourth pair, let's say if this 3-4m turns into 4-4m, then you should be breaking this 4m, because you can draw 5s or 7s immediately into Ikeda Tenpai. So this conclusion need to be memorized completely. That is, when you have 3 consecutive pairs separated by 1, and you don't have the fourth pair, that's when you should break the middle pair. If you have the fourth pair, then breaking the fourth pair is the correct choice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Any particular question? Let me check the chat. Is DNA a sequence with an overlapping ramen at the end, one floater away in the other? Yeah, but the floater needs to be on the other side. So if you have 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5, that floater needs to be 7. Yeah, so it has to be spaced, like in the other side of the sequence. But yeah, this shape is super important. Like I see pretty much every English streamer doesn't recognize this shape. Like and when I try to explain them in the chat, they just ignore me. So I don't know why that's the case. But then yeah, you should try to memorize this. And this is way too important. And yeah, okay. So I guess that is for efficiency. Okay, so let's start the actual in-game tactics part. So this week is pretty much about it is a supplementary to last week's material, and at the end you'll be given 8 exercises. So I will have every one of you except Very Sweet, of course, do 2 of them. And so yeah, let's begin. So this is a mind map of last week's material, except for the middle right orange rectangle, which is what we will cover today. Everything else is actually covered last week. So let's walk through this as a review of last week's material. So we start from getting a Menzen, a closed hand Tenpai, and then we do this. We ask ourselves this question of, am I a head start? If you are not a head start, then you should directly go to chapter 2, where you are in a battle against someone else. But if you're a head start, then yes, we are utilizing knowledge in chapter 1, and then it's separated into good shape or bad shape. If you have a good shape, then you consider whether you have a Yaku to Dama. If you have a Yaku to Dama, then there are 3 exceptions where you should Dama. Other than that, you should Riichi. If you have no Yaku to Dama, then just Riichi. However, if you have a bad shape, then also you need to separate the analysis into whether you have a Yaku or to Dama or not. When you have a Yaku, then the exception is only based on value. Anything smaller than 5200 should be a Riichi. Anything larger than 5200 is a Dama. If you have no Yaku to Dama, then check whether your hand has a Dora, at least 1 Dora. If your hand has at least 1 Dora, then just Riichi. If your hand doesn't have a Dora, because you don't have any Yaku, then this is a Riichi Nomi bad shape. So the analysis is simply based on the turn. If your turn is smaller or equal to 6, this means that it is super early in the game where Riichi is still positive EV, larger EV than Dama, then you should Riichi. If it's already later than turn 6, then Riichi is negative EV. so you have to stay Dama. And this bottom this bottom line of Riichi Nomi bad shape is the worst line of all our possible routes. So there's a guideline where you should avoid building a hand that's doomed to be a slow bad shape Riichi Nomi. And so today's analysis is about this break, where let's say if you're southeast turn 5, south C turn 5, and you have a bad shape Riichi Nomi. And we know that because it's turn 5, it's super early in the game, Riichi is positive EV and it's better than Dama. But you have another option about breaking 1-2P. So I want to remind us that this is a discussion where we already know that Riichi is a decent option because it's better than Dama. We're only considering whether breaking give us even better EV. Because when Riichi is negative EV or worse than Dama, of course you have to either Dama or break. Riichi is not an option. So we are considering whether breaking give us better EV than Riichi. That is the supplement. So there's one concept being mentioned in the book, which is when consider breaking, you should look at whether your hand has 4 connected tiles. 4 connected tiles means that you have great improvement potential because you usually, let's say if you only have a 5S isolated tile, then only drawing 4S or 6S gives you Ramen. 3S, 7S gives you Kanchan. But if you have 4 connected tiles, then there are 4 kinds of tiles that gives you Ramen. And 3S and 8S even gives you 3-sided weight. So that's the good thing about 4 connected tiles. However, when we look at the overall win rate of having a sticky Ishanten, also floater Ishanten. That is what happens when you break the tempai. Let's say if you break 1P, then you end up with a sticky Ishanten with connected 4. So you will notice that when you have a sticky Ishanten, the win rate decays very quickly. It decays much more quickly than the already tempai. And it's even worse when you don't have a connected 4. So the conclusion is that even if you have a connected 4, breaking tempai doesn't increase the win rate compared with taking this tempai immediately. So we're curious about why is this the case, and the analysis is that if you draw those ideal tiles that gives you multi-sided weight and also immediately, then yes, the win rate will be higher, will be much higher actually. But there's only a limited chance of drawing these 4 tiles. There are 34 tiles. There are 34 kinds of tiles in total. There are 9 Manzu, Penju, Sozu, and 7 honors and wins. But then there are only 4 tiles you actually want. And also, this good shape isn't guaranteed. If you draw 2S, you have a Kanchan. If you draw 4, 7S, you still end up getting Shampong. If you draw 9S, you get Kanchan. And what's more, if you draw 2S and then you still break 2S, then later on when you draw 3S, you end up Fullerton on 258, which is not good anymore. So good shape isn't guaranteed. And so the thing is, and also because other players are also building their hand, you may encounter a head start Riichi from somewhere else where you lost your head start advantage. And also you just may never draw into tempai again. So that's the risk. And so the conclusion is that if you're holding this hand, you should just Riichi, because breaking doesn't increase the value, and it doesn't increase the win rate. And for this hand, you should definitely Riichi because the improvement potential is even worse than the previous hand. Previous hand you have 4 connected tiles, and we already know that this should be a Riichi. So this hand has worse improvement potential, so it's more certain to be a Riichi. And so that's the consideration. But this is based on win rate only. So what if breaking potentially increases the value? So for this hand, different from the previous one, where because of the 9M triplet, you certainly don't have Tanyao. But here, the Tanyao is only due to this 1P. When you break 1-2P, and form another sequence with Sozu, you're very likely to get Tanyao. So do you break Tenpai or do you reach it immediately? And we have to do some serious calculation. There are factors we're considering. For when we break Tenpai, we are very likely to get one extra Han, where we are doubling the value, and we get a potentially better shape. We get flexible choices of calling and folding now that we have Tanyao, and then the risk is that we may never get Tenpai again, or we may get a head start retreat from somewhere else. And the risk of declaring Riichi is, of course, first of all, it costs 1,000 to Riichi. If you don't win, then you don't get those 1,000 back. And also, you can't fold if you're being chased. And we do this EV calculation, and the conclusion is that when you have a 4 connected tile, 4 connected shape, even at turn 8, breaking Tenpai gives you better EV. And when you don't have 4 connected tiles, then at turn 5, breaking gives you better EV, but at turn 8, breaking no longer gives you better EV. So for Tanyao improvement, the break even of breaking gives you better EV is at turn 9 with connected 4 and turn 6 without connected 4. And there's also this note about Pinfu. Pinfu, it looks like a 1 Han improvement, but it's not considered 1 Han because it reduces the Fu from 30 to 20. So it's only considered 0.5 Han. And the criteria is recommended is to use turn 6 with connected 4, and don't consider breaking without connected 4 because the Pinfu potential is very small. And the takeaway is that for early game bad shape weight, if breaking Tenpai gives you Tanyao, then break Tenpai. That's the takeaway. So there are some other discussions about what if breaking Tenpai gives you more than 1 Han. For example, what if it gives you Sanshoku? What if it gives you Itsu? The thing is, for Sanshoku, if you want a confirmed Sanshoku, usually you will end up getting a bad shape. That's how Sanshoku is confirmed. If you want a Ramen Tenpai, then Sanshoku isn't confirmed. So it's pretty much, if you have a good shape, then it's an average of 0 or 2 Han. If you are guaranteed to be 2 Han, then you have a bad shape. So on average, it's still pretty much 1 Han improvement. And the other thing is, what if you have a bulging float, which is in Japanese called Nakapokale shape, where you have a 4, 5, 5, 6. The good thing about this shape is that when you draw 3, 6, 4, 7, you are guaranteed to have a good shape weight, but then the acceptance is narrower than 4 connected tiles because you're only left with the good shape improvement. You don't get those Champon and Kanchang weight. So these two other circumstances doesn't really delay the break even, and head start is very precious. Time is money. So unless it's super early, if you have connected 4, then you can delay it into mid game. Because like typically your discards is like you have 18 discards, 3 rows. Each row has 6 discards. Turn 6 is pretty much just row one, and turn 9 is middle of the second row. So that's why it's mid game. And yeah, so before we dig into the questions, any questions? If we don't have question, then we'll start working on these problems one by one. Let's start with Monica this time. Monica, question 1.
Okay.
So yeah, also speak out your thinking process. How many Fu, how many Han is this shape? Is this hand with a Dama wrong? And whether you declare Riichi or not, or what would you cut? Yeah.
Wait, all of them? Or like
no, just question
calculate
1.
all the score and then
Yeah.
no, as in no I gotta do like calculate the score and then pick what I'm gonna what
Yes.
I'll cut and if I reach okay. No Dora, no, well, Oh wait, I mean, I guess I should decide if I'm gonna reach or not. But hmm.
But first you need to calculate.
So I feel that
Yeah.
But don't I need to calculate after I decide whether or not I'm reaching or not?
No. The decision is based on how many points you get. So sorry, how many Han, how many Fu you get
Okay.
if you Dama and Rong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's right off the bat, there's no Dora, no Pinfu, just Tanyao here.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
Tanyao,
just
so it's
Tanyao
one
here,
Han.
just Tanyao, so
How many Fu?
pretty Fu. Okay. 30? Or well, it's 30 because well, I'm assuming that I'm just assuming that I'm not getting another closed triplet. So
Yeah. Remember closed Rong gives you 10 more Fu.
then 40 then. It's
Yeah.
40 then. I
So
keep forgetting
a
about the
typical
Rong.
closed Rong will be 40 because it's really difficult to get 10 extra Fu out of the hand. Yeah, so this is one Han 40 Fu if you Daba and Rong. So
Yeah,
how
pretty,
much point
not
is
great.
that? How much point is one Han 40 Fu?
1300.
Yes. So and do you
pretty-
declare Riichi or Dama?
But since I don't think I'm going to be getting any, I don't think I'm gonna like get any Dora anytime soon.
No, that's not the thinking process. There's only 3 exceptions where you wouldn't Riichi.
Well then yeah, I'd Riichi.
Yeah, because this is not one of those 3 exceptions, right?
Yeah, then Riichi and discard the 7M.
Yes, that is a correct answer. Yeah. So every hand should be analyzed like this, and
Okay.
yeah. So question 2, Vivi.
Oh man. Okay. It's Java, and you discard the 9-1.
Yeah.
You're hoping for basically only Pinfu.
Yes.
And then you've got basically no upgrades. Oh no, yeah, you got no nothing, and it's too late. Yeah.
So I mean, how many Han and how many Fu if you Dama and Rong?
1 hand.
Mhm.
I just still don't understand the point system for the food. It's like 20, but then like you're supposed to get like 10 or something. I don't.
Yeah. So
No,
this is Pinfu, so it's the base Fu 20, and you get 10 extra Fu for closed Rong.
Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 30 Fu. It's 130 Fu. How much point is 130 Fu?
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah. So it's 1,000 points, but yeah, you need to use that scoring trainer to figure this out.
Yeah, I didn't use the scoring trainer. I should have practiced with that. I'll practice with it this week. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Okay. So question 3, Moth.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is after turn 12, so I guess I will Dama it anyway.
No, wait. How many Han? How many Fu?
How many Fu? Let me see. 4, 8, 12 with Ron becomes... Wait, what did I say? 12? 22... 40? Fu?
No, it's not 40.
Oh, it isn't? Is
Can
it
you
50?
explicitly say your calculation? process?
Isn't closed... No, wait. Closed triplet is 4 fu, right?
For Tanyao triplet, yes.
Yeah. And I got 3 triplets. Oh wait, isn't Tanyao a constant 30 fu?
No. Yaku is Yaku. Fu is Fu. Fu doesn't have to do with... Fu has nothing to do with Yaku. Yeah. So Fu is only about the shape of the hand, like how many triplets you have with your Kanchan or Penchan Tanki. Yeah. So you have 3 triplets, which is 3 multiplied by 4, so it's 12 Fu.
Yeah. And if I run, that's 10 fu on top of the 12.
So it's 22 plus the base 20, which is 42.
Oh wait, it becomes 50.
Yeah, it becomes 50. Yeah, so this hand is 50 fu, and how many han is this hand?
Let me think. It's like... Isn't 3 triplets 2 han?
Yes.
Han Yao.
Yeah.
What's that? 3?
Yeah, so it's 350 fu.
Yeah.
And do you reach your...
I dama it.
Yes, because it is actually both of the criteria. 350 fu at any turn is a dama, and it's turn 12, so it's a dama. Anything larger than 5200 is a dama. So yeah. And also this hand is special because if you draw 4M, you get a Suanko Tanki.
Yeah.
And okay, so this is question 3. Question 4, assistant. So the decision of whether Riichi or dama is based on how many han you get with your dama. It's 0 han. You don't have a yaku to dama. Yes. So when you don't have a yaku to dama, we're pretty much reaching. And the thing is, so this is a very special case where you're leading in all asked. So winning this hand ends the game immediately. So this question is really about if when you're at turn 8 and you have a Ramman weight, the chance of your win rate is 60%. So just by clicking Riichi, you get a 60% chance of ending this game directly, which is a very good chance. So we should be taking it. So this is not the same thoughts with compared with the other ones, because with other ones you actually have a yaku to dama. This one you don't. Okay. So let's start with the bad shape questions. Let's reverse the sequence again. So starting from assistant, question 1. Oh, wait, so sorry. What do you mean by 30 or 40? Because when you dama and wrong, that food is certain. Yeah, all the Riichi or Dama decision is based on how many Han you get from Dama roll. How many Han and how many fu you get from Dama roll. That's our only consideration. Yeah, it's 140 fu, and do you reach or not? Yes, reach on 3, and because 140 fu is 1300, it's less than 5200. Okay, yeah, that's the correct answer. So, question 2, Moth.
Hello again.
Yep.
First fu then.
Yep.
10-4, and then we have the 30 fu, and then we have 4, and then we have 2. So we're still at 40.
Yes, it's 40 fu. And how many Han?
It's 2 Han, right?
Yes, Tanya Dora 1. So do you reach it or not?
Yeah. I don't reach it because it's turn 12, right? And we're supposed to Dama then. And it's not, I don't think the win rate
No.
that we talked about last turn.
So this is bad shape, right?
Mm.
What is
yeah.
What is the criteria of bad shape Riichi?
I'm sorry. I don't remember exactly. I tried to write up the things,
so
but
bad shape Riichi condition is only dependent on how many points you get out of Dama roll. So how many points do you get out of 240 fu?
240 fu should be around 3,000?
It's 2,600.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is smaller than 5,200, right?
Yeah.
So you should reach it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I know.
Okay. So I mean, another question is, do you consider breaking the tempai here? You have 4 connected tiles in the middle.
No, because my points don't increase and it's too late for it to really be worth it, right?
Yes, exactly. That is correct. Very good. So question 3, Vivi.
Your face. I've only got like Sanshoku and 2 Dora.
Yes.
So it's the 3 Han.
Wait. Sanshoku.
Wait.
How many Han is Sanshoku?
Wait, sorry, right. It's 2. It's 2. Yeah, it's 2. Unless you open. Sorry, I forgot. Wait,
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you got 4 Han.
Yes. And how many?
And you got, oh gosh, what's the fill again? Is it just? I really should have done those exercises. It's, gosh. Well, you definitely don't break. But I don't know. I still don't know what fu is. I'm so sorry. I should have done those.
Yeah, it's okay. So the only fu, like when you calculate fu, you can comparing what's the difference of this hand with pin fu. So the only difference is that the weight is a kanchang instead of a ramen, and kanchang gives you 2 fu.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 20 plus 2 of kanchang plus 10 of closed wrong. So it's 32, and it's round up to 40. So it's 440 fu. And how many points is 440 fu?
gosh, I wish I knew.
Okay, it's okay.
I know that
it's
it's over the threshold, which should be then you can technically Dharma.
Yeah, it's 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much it is. I just know it's over 5,200. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you said you won't break, so yeah, it's a Dharma because it's already 8,000. Question 4, Monica.
It's a pretty small hand. I've tried looking at it again and again. There's like as it stands right now, it's only plus 20. It's only it's 40 fu, but there's like no han for this.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. I didn't know if there was any. Okay, yeah. And that is, I mean, like assuming if I were to, I guess, Riichi, that'd be pretty sad. I'd just get 1,300. So I would not Riichi. I would choose not to Riichi. I would actually, I don't know. I would choose to honestly break the 9p. Yeah, not pp. I mean 9m, and pray that maybe I'll get a 3p along the way, just to sort of build up my hand a little bit more.
Why do you break 9m?
Cause it's a very
like you're breaking 7 9 mine, right? Why don't you start from 7?
I just thought it would be better to like break 9 because that would go more to the route for Tanyao later.
Yes, because breaking 9 gives you Tanyao.
Yeah.
Remember, if you break it and it doesn't give you Tanyao, then it's immediate Riichi. It's only because breaking gives you Tanyao that you are breaking.
Yeah.
Because although it's Riichi Nomi, it's still turn 5. It's only turn 5. It's super early, and Riichi is better than Dharma.
Wait, so the correct answer is to Riichi this?
No, the correct answer is to cut 9m.
Oh, wait, okay, wait, yeah, okay, wait,
Yeah,
okay.
And you don't start from 7m because drawing 6m is also very good.
Yeah, you still have the acceptance for 8m. I do have that.
And I mean, after you break the 9, if you draw 6, then you can cut 3/6s into Tanyao Pinfu Ramen. Even if you draw 5m, it's Tanyao Kanchan, and you can also Riichi because it's a bad shape 1300. It's less than 5200, so Riichi is better. And not to mention you have a Sozu 4 connected tiles. You can draw 2s, 4s, 5s, 7s.
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are the mindset of deciding whether to Riichi or Dharma or break. And I hope that you got a feeling of how to do this. And I hope that you'll be practicing these in your daily games. Okay. So one last thing. We're kind of over time, but this will be quick. So until now, all bad shapes were treated identically. We're not comparing the difference between the bad shapes. There are two factors. However, the first one is the type of win tiles. Like for example, a 1-9 Tanki is obviously easier to win than a 4-6 weight of 5 Kanchan. And also, it also depends on the number of tiles left. Like the extreme case would be, there are already 4 7p being cut, and you're waiting on 6-8 Kanchan of 7. Then the win rate is 0 because all of the tiles are already cut. There's just absolutely 0 win rate. So it also depends on the number of this bad shape tiles are left. And also, even if you have a seemingly good shape of ramen, let's say you have a 5-8 ramen, if 3 of the 8 and 1 of the 5 is already cut, then there's only 4 of 5-8m left, then it's effectively a bad shape. So yeah, and so this is just a table of a different bad shape win rate depending on the tile type and the number of tiles that is already being cut or is already being held. So that's what it's mean by visible. So 2 visible means there's 2 left. Whether it's in the hand or it's in other people's hand or is in the wall, we don't know. But we only know based on what we can see. So the takeaway is that first of all, Suji traps are very strong. You can see that even with 2 visible, the Suji 3-7 and double Suji 3-6, 4-5-6 still have a pretty decent win rate, larger than 1/3. This is one of the takeaway. The other takeaway is non-Suji 1-9 Tanki are very strong. You can see that even if you don't have a Suji, 2 visible non-Suji 1-9 bad shape basically mean your Tanki waiting on 1 or 9, and it's already being once cut because you're holding 1 and 1 is already cut, so there's 2 visible. And non-Suji 1-9 Tanki are very strong. So the win rate of turn 12 ramen is only 45%, so it's even comparable to a late game ramen. So it's a very decent Riichi choice. And the third one is a little bit more complicated. So the later, the more visible, the more towards the center, there's more tendency to dama. You can see that when you have non-Suji Kanchon 4-5-6 weight with 2 being already cut, the win rate is only 23%. So this gives you a tendency to dama, but then this tendency doesn't really overwrite the Riichi or dama decision. So if the board decision tells you to Riichi, then you should just Riichi. It's more about it depends on how many Doras have been seeing, like how dangerous it is to take this Riichi. Let's say if the Dora is a Yakuha and it's all being cut, and you're holding 2 of the Akas, let's say, there's pretty much no danger of taking this Riichi because you know that the maximum hand someone else is holding is just Dora 1. So, but then this table just gives you a feeling of if there's already a lot of tiles being shown and you're waiting on a middle Kanchan, then the win rate is very bad. It doesn't really changes your Riichi or dama decision, I would say. Okay. So one of the takeaways about this 1-9 Tanki, let's say if 1p is once cut, so there's 2 visible, 1p you can see, and when you're turn 8 and you are Chitoi Tenpai with this 1p Tanki, instead of dama and wait for an honor tile to change the weight, you should just instant Riichi on this 1p because even if it's non-Suji, this 1-9 Tanki is very strong. So that's the takeaway. Yeah, and that's it for today's session. We're a little bit over time, I'm sorry, but any questions? In that case, yeah, Monica?
Oh, I was gonna say, I'd say that, would you say the best way of, I guess, like, obviously there's doing the score trainer, like calculating score. That's like one thing that I'm also gonna just do more since I can't really count food I don't count it like instantly or correctly all the time, but would you say the best way of just practicing a lot of these, or at least applying a lot of these concepts, is just playing like Mahjong Soul or just like doing more of WWIDs?
Yeah, I think both works. I mean, like let's say like when you're streaming, you probably need to like consider also the content that the audience is getting. So you might not have enough time to think, but then you can also look at your own logs and actually do this full consideration and try to practice. And then like so the expectation is that if you practice more and more, this decision time it takes gets less and less, so that you can actually use that in game.
Okay.
Cause yeah, so at least that is what my own play is based on. I mean, there also I have I have more reading skill, so my decision is a little bit changed by the board condition. But then the baseline is very clearly remembered, and yeah, the any board condition doesn't change this baseline very much. And this is the baseline that you know, a lot of people like doing when they're doing log reviews, they will teach you like maybe one of them, but then there's this very systematic way of teaching this decision framework, which I'm doing now. So that's how you become a very strong player. So the hope is that by training efficiency, you get tempai earlier than other people, so that you get head start more often. And when you're actually head start, you correctly decide whether to reach your dama or break by executing this decision framework, so that you get more EV than other people. And then when you are actually in a defense situation, that is what we will cover in chapter 2. That is the hope.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I see a chat message. Thank you for today. Thanks. Do you also 50 fu or higher? Yes, that is correct. Usually a closed wrong that is not painful is just 40 fu. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. All right, I guess that's it for today. If there's no other things, then we'll see you same time next week. I hope you don't mind my mention one day prior to this, just to make sure that everyone is good with the time.
I actually can't make it next week at this time. Is it possible to set it to an... Actually, I'm going to be on a holiday for the next 2 weeks or so. I mean, I could probably still attend a session, but it might have to be slightly later in the week, because I'm pretty sure I'm on a plane on that Monday next week. Is it okay if we discuss? I'll discuss this a bit more instead of wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, we can try to schedule another time.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, cool. Thank you for attending the session, and yeah, please review the mistakes in what would you do problems. That is actually the main point of this training. All right, see you next week.
Thank you very much.
See ya.